Want another name? Devil May Cry.
No.
Oh.
It's just, it kind of evens out if it's not all bunched up. When it's all bunched up, it gets really hot.
Yeah, it gets like dangerously hot.
But when it's all kind of spread out, eventually you just kind of acclimatize to it. So, like, there's stuff going on with the story here, you know? I don't, like, fuck DMC Devil May Cry. That's my point. They're going like, oh, fucking DMC, that series, you know, we're gonna have we're so much better because we have this Shakespearean narrative. And all the female characters in previous DMC games are dressed like prostitutes. Our female characters like your girlfriend. And it's like, you don't have this weird, intricate theme of, like, spider ladies.
You know.
You don't have spider ladies.
I've checked.
If you don't have spider ladies, you're just not a cool guy. Look, they got tits and everything. Ow. So again, this weird elemental, like, system the game has, but never fucking explains. The spider ladies are weak to fire. They take extra damage to Agony and Rudra.
I mean, have you ever, like, taken WD-40 and a lighter to a spider in a web?
I mean,
they're weak to fire, motherfucker.
Okay. I guess that makes sense after all.
I think we're all weak to fire.
I think most people, most things, are weak to fire. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Let's be honest.
They're pretty weak to fire, dude.
Weakness, weak to fire.
What are your weaknesses?
Well,
I'm pretty weak to fire. Drowning. I would definitely say drowning is a major weakness of mine.
Definitely. I haven't survived a drowning yet.
Being electrocuted. Usually I don't tend to enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't handle it very well, I would say.
Falls from great height, like 20, 30 stories.
Like, let's just say, like, if you get to the 3rd floor and up, I'm probably not going to handle it.
Yeah, it won't go well.
I mean, I might survive, but at what cost?
Yes.
What a hard puzzle.
Hit these two things.
Again, I forget sometimes that, like, there's interactables that's like, here's a puzzle, and I just, like, run through them and be like, okay, I know what to do.
Here's chewables.
Again, it's so weird, like, comparing the first time you play through a game to, like, your 5th time, where you're just kind of sleepwalking through it, because you know where you're supposed to go and what all the solutions to the puzzles are. I compare my first time playing Resident Evil 2 Remake to now, when I just have all the locker fucking combinations memorized, and shit like that, and know where all the puzzle items are, and what their solutions are. It's fucked up.
It's a waterfall of, like, nitrous oxide.
Nick, don't judge them.
I am.
I love this move! Fuck! Oh, you bitch-ass cunt. Fuck.
That's me.
I swear there's like 12 different angles that you can see the moon through from in this fucking game. Yeah, what is with that water?
Yeah, it doesn't look like
It's just
water.
clear.
Yeah.
That's not even water, it's just like
Gas.
fog.
Yeah.
That's just like an upper layer of fog moving down.
It's like part of Neptune.
I was saying, like, fucking DMC3's got some deep themes going on here, where, like, 2 brothers, twins even, who, like, inherited 2 different aspects of their father's legacy. And Dante has character development, and Virgil's, like, a tragic character who's like, I want to have the power to protect my brother, but then once he gets the power, in the pursuit of said power, he forgets the entire reason he wanted it in the first place.
Oh.
What? Are you ready?
Are you, or what?
Ready? Woo! Oh, damn it. Really like Dance Macabre, because he just does a stripper pole spin.
Just bounce pad. Bounce pad.
Oh, fuck.
Bounce pad. My neck.
Oh, goddamn this room. This room is not conducive to style.
Yes, conducive to sex talk. Do all the pistons and the lube job.
Fuck you. You scared?
You sweet.
I forgot that most of the enemies in this game, you can kind of just run past them. Like, DMC has a good story, but it's not the priority. That's the thing. The priority is clearly on the gameplay. The depth is in the gameplay. And again, like, it's that weird thing where games aren't appraised by their own merits.
Yes.
It's not seen as, people just be like, oh, there's the narrative. Well, the narrative is, I fought Virgil, 5 times, and kept dying because it was really hard, and I didn't know the game that well yet. But every time I fought him, I learned how to fight him a little bit better and a little bit better, and then eventually, by the skin of my teeth, I finally beat him. And then the cutscene happened where Virgil kicked his ass, because guess what? It took me 10 times to beat Virgil. He's clearly better at this than I am, and that's part of the narrative. That's the part where your experience as a player matches what's happening on the screen. You beat this boss, finally, but really you didn't beat the boss. You just eventually finally drained his health bar.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucker. Come on. But then, as you get through the game, that changes, and things happen, and there's progression of the narrative. It's not... Stop locking onto the thing behind you, asshole. And, so far, this has been, the unquestionably, best fucking game in the DMC series. But even that, considering, they're still wow, this sure was a PS2 game.
Yeah.
This sure was a grade A PS2 game in every way, in all of the good and bad ways that games can be PS2 games. Come here. There's a weird cooldown timer on taunting. Oh wait, I don't have the thing I need yet, do I?
Oh, yo.
This is the other reason that's fucked up playing games for the 5th time, because it's oh wait, I forgot. I went to the solution of the puzzle before I got the thing I needed for the puzzle. That's why it's nice, speaking of Resident Evil 2 Remake, again, it's nice that Capcom's going back to not being evil. It's nice.
Silkworms.
It's nice playing this game from back when Capcom wasn't evil to remember how, oh yeah, Capcom's not evil anymore.
Oh yeah.
Remember how they used to not be evil? That's kind of what's going on right now. It's kind of once again happening where they're not evil.
Kind of.
Kind of. I mean, not all the way.
Yeah.
But they're getting better. We're getting there. They released Mega Man 11. Oh, I keep forgetting you don't actually have to lock on to enemies to shoot in this game. Because I'm used to DMC 1 for some reason, where you have to lock on. You have to be holding R1 or else you can't shoot the guns. You still have to press the button.
There it is.
You have to, it's not DMC 2. But what it does do is, if you use the gunslinger style, if you hold it down, it'll, charge up the guns, and they do more damage if you charge them up. Ambrosia. Fruit that mankind is forbidden to even touch. Well, good thing I'm kind of a demon.
Good thing it's apples.
Good thing it's just an apples. Oh, more spiders. Most spiders are weak to fire.
If you think about it.
Fuck, shit ass. Yeah, got out. Oh, goddamn you. You guys are just being the bitches. Aw, tiny spiders. Oh no.
Oh no, it's Resident Evil.
Once again, I have this problem where I'm actually trying to play the game well, so I'm not talking.
Medium well.
God damn it. Get off me. Ah, spiders. I actually don't think most of the enemies in this game are very great. Like, the sand Grim Reaper dudes are kind of the best ones.
Ew.
All the, yeah. All the other enemies are kind of gimmicky, and they're not super great. Like, for some reason, I just don't find fighting the spiders very fun. Yeah, I do like them, though. They are spiders. Oh, hello. Yeah, I mostly just use Rebellion as Dante. Like, he has so many other weapons. Yeah! But I mostly just stick to Rebellion. That's the thing. Like, it gets worse when you get to DMC4, but, like, there's so many different gameplay options when you play as Dante, but it's like, most people are just gonna, like, find, like, 2 or 3 things that they like and just use that over and over.
Yes.
Most people aren't gonna use every single tool in the fucking box. Is that a good metaphor?
I'm delivery could be some more. But
Shut up!
I see your point.
Don't you fucking tell me my delivery.
Buongiorno?
Ah, shit. And again, like, it's not as... It's actually, like, the best... like... like, in DMC3 here, where you you can only carry 2 weapons with you at a time, and you have to switch between the styles, like, in between missions. It's like... It's still like, okay, well, you have to know what you want to use. Like, I only like using Agni and Rudra with Rebellion, so guess what? I don't equip the other weapons. I don't equip Cerberus or anything else you can use, because I don't like using them. And you can only carry 2, so I can only carry the weapons that I like using. And you only have access to 1 style at a time. Really, if I had access to all 4 styles at once, I would just use Trickster to, like, dodge, and then switch over back to Swordmaster in order to, like, use the extra attacks, and I pretty much wouldn't ever use Royal Guard and Gunslinger. So, like, in this game, you have your dodge roll, so, like, even then, I don't really even need Trickster, because doing this does the same thing Trickster does. It gives you invincibility frames.
See?
So, like, really, I almost never don't use... I almost never don't use Swordmaster. So, like, really, opening up all his styles and, like, letting you use every weapon at once...
It's just a waste.
It's just a waste, because I'm only gonna use, like, 2 things anyway.
Boobs.
Yeah, but here we got some boobs.
Some hair boobs. Ooh.
Welcome, sir.
Ooh, do you use product? Do you exfoliate at all? Hello?
Is this your first time here? Yeah, it is.
I'm a little mermaid.
Won't you? Of course I will. I'll treat you so nicely. You'll never want to leave.
And my hair will clip through my shoulder.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
So at some point, you're just kind of like, is this just a demon thing? Like, is fighting to the death the demon version of sex?
I think it is.
Because that seems to be the implication at a certain point. Because every time you beat a boss in this game, they're like, hey, you're a cool guy, take me with you, and use me as your weapon.
Use me.
Like, is that just them going like, oh man, oh, he was a cool guy, he beat me up really good, that's really sexy, right?
I have a dress made out of bats.
And so that's this chick, like, she's going like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck the soul out of you, or whatever. And then Dante's like, yeah, bitch.
And then just start stabbing her.
And then just take out his sword and start stabbing her, and it's like, wait, was that the plan? Like, What were you going? Was she in on that?
Yeah.
Was that? Did you both know where this was gonna go?
Yeah.
Were you both okay with this?
I feel like yes.
I feel like yes. So like she was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have such a cool boss fight. Oh sugar. Sugar, give me that boss fight, baby.
You know? Sexually.
And then, like, it's gonna be even worse after this boss fight's over, you'll see. But, like, it's so, like, what the fuck? Like, this raises so many implications about, like, demon culture. Like, she sounds kind of like she's enjoying it.
Yeah. I mean...
Actually, really... Oh, so this boss, if you bring Cerberus with you, she's also weak to ice. And she's a lightning demon, so I don't get it.
Well, ice causes lightning.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
True.
Oh god. Oh, this part!
Bits of ice in the cloud.
Fuck.
Rubbing against it.
What the fuck? That's fucking cool! What? What? Ice rubs against itself and the friction causes static and that's what makes lightning.
Yes.
That is the dopest shit I've ever fucking heard. How and why does this occur?
It's pretty badass if you diagram it.
Physics. People.
Physics.
This boss I actually have a lot of trouble with, so I'm trying to concentrate.
Yes.
I don't like this boss that much, to be honest. God damn it. Because she just has super armor the entire fight, and you have to kill all her bats before you can actually do damage to her. And she just will, like, she'll just no-sell all of your attacks until you break her bats. And her attacks are just kind of annoying. Come on, and she recovers way too fast. This is a boss where, like, I like, when I first played this game, like, fucking died a lot. Blast out. Do you notice how, like, I'm using Stinger to, like, move around a lot? Oh, what the fuck even was that? Oh, fuck you! Did you see how bullshit that was? Even. Sugar. Honey, honey. Okay, now this is an attack she has that's bullshit. Oh. Where she'll just turn her bats off and come at you and give you a smooch, and it drains your health like fucking crazy.
Just flip the switch and turn my bats off here. Put them on standby.
If you let her hit you with this, you will just immediately fucking die. So you, like, really gotta be on the ball.
Right on my balls.
And, like, now her vulnerability state is so fucking short. I don't know, I find this boss really annoying.
Got bats.
She does. And like, the epitome of PS2 hair. PlayStation hair. Where it's just, like, kind of plastered to her.
Yeah. Oh, it also has to hide her nips.
Yeah. Very specifically and carefully placed.
Yeah, she has to, like, spray starch that shit.
Yeah. Nope, just turn them off. Fuck you. Oh, come on! Aw, oh, damn it.
Wow, that's close.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Fuck you!
Oh, you.
Sugar. Ooh, that was cool. Fuck you! Okay, this is the cutscene where it's, like, so blatant.
Oh, boob.
Got a little bit of jiggle there.
Boob. Oh, now that was just...
He had to have shot him in his own hand. Through her.
Oh, clipping through the...
See, now she's like, oh, you're so sexy.
No.
Father was a handsome devil.
That's weird that you'd
But
say
you
that.
slouch yourself.
Is that supposed to be hot? What the fuck?
No.
Oh, I fucked your dad, too! I fought your dad. So she becomes a guitar.
Well. She went from being boobs to being a guitar. Ooh, the sound of her. The borderline ASL that's going on here.
Woo! Was it good for you too? So, like, that's another thing. I'll talk about with the next one. But where she's like, "Oh, I knew your dad. He was a cool guy."
Such a cool dude.
But there was some kind of weird where she's like, "All right, I'll help you." Like that he wasn't asking you to.
Yeah.
What was the implication? Like,
Yeah.
just like demon culture is, you're cool, let's fight, and if you beat me, I'll become a weapon
Yeah, that you can use.
to kill other people with, and that's our version of... Like, is she still sapient and aware as the guitar?
That's someone's fetish.
It is.
And it's mine.
And, like, it's like, oh yeah, you're using me so good. You're getting that smoking sexy style with me. Oh yeah.
Ryan used me as an object.
And then he, like, takes him home with him and just, like, keeps him in his armory. And like, oh yeah, Dante's so cool. We're his weapons now. Cads.
Right then.
Lair of judgment
Soon the lair of the evil.
will finally regain its
Hi, I'm Bob
lead
Evil.
us into the demon world. The world where Sparta's power has been sealed. And the one who will lift the incantation is you. His own son.
Yeah, it's poetic, I guess, but can you shut the fuck up?
ST fuck you.
Why are you talking? Like, I haven't
Yeah.
responded to you in like half an hour, dude.
Yeah.
Take the fucking hint.
Man.
Does that woman really bother you?
What are you talking about?
I wouldn't describe Lady as a woman.
No.
Perhaps because she's your
Why didn't you kill her? I threw her off the ledge, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking my fault?
It's a literal miracle that she's not dead right now.
Oh no.
Oh no, the book.
Foolishness,
Your study
Dante.
of the black arts, you sacrificed your loving wife
As you know.
to become Knowing this, I thought you'd be more useful to me. But I was wrong. No wonder your attainment of power is incomplete.
What about you?
What about you?
You're an incomplete being as well.
Really?
Demon and human blood mingle in your veins.
See.
Shut up. Now that the final door is open, I have no use for you.
I forget where the 10 was in that one.
Yeah, I didn't notice it. Like a Gatorade. You ever have a Gatorade on a hot ass summer day and your penis explodes?